They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's live. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Chadwick. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Lyle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Base 27 jump.
They'll try the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lofton. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Power football with the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Pressure coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Charcoal!
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Hurricane! Then they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. I don't know about this decision. Tie game, 4th quarter. They're lining up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Spits it out to the back. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's caught. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to buy time. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 40. 14.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best receivers in all of college football. The defense needs to be anticipating the quarterback looking his way.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to barge in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Irish! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime?
And down goes the quarterback. They tried to take the lead here in the 4th, but were denied. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Handoff to the single back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Sends it back in motion. Give to the back. Fouls through the defense. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tide with the 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Young. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's complete, and he's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They'll stop him at the 1.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this some time. So nice job, nice success.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And works for the QB. You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
The draw draws nothing except the swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job on the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Zings it complete to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph it. Cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He'll set up to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Here's the pressure. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Off play action.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always
scores on the sneak.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll line up to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to sling it on second down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right. Don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Running to Green. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
We'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Wide open, he makes the catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown time!
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
So now it's second and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the...
There he goes. Wide open spaces. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fakes a quick pass on the left.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
UCLA 30, Alabama 21.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. A handoff, keep working on that clock. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Give to the single back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Matthews. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Takes it out of bounds, and there are 12 seconds remaining to finish this drive. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Makes the grab on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and